Hey guys, in this video, we are going to talk about the 3 keys to seed retention. This is a practice that is becoming more and more popular, and for good reason. If you're looking to improve your health, increase your vitality, or you just want to feel more manly, then seed retention could be for you. But it's not as easy as it sounds. You'll accomplish amazing things if you stay focused and committed to your goals. Success is inevitable if you remain passionate and interested in preserving the knowledge you are learning. Seed retention is the key when it comes to self-improvement, and it will always be the winning factor when you strive to reach your goals. Believe in yourself and your ambitions, and stay focused and driven to achieve them. You can do it, so don't give up. But it takes much more to achieve the heights of achievement you are genuinely capable of. We all want success in our lives, and one of the most important things we can do is to make sure that we practice seed retention. Many of us have tried nofap for years, and despite our hard work and dedication, it has not always been easy to retain our seed. But the truth is that with the right strategies and the right attitude, we can make sure that our seed is retained and cultivated for a better future. With a positive outlook, you can stay motivated even when things don't go as planned. Here are 3 things you need to do to make sure you are going the right way. Number 1, sharpen your attention. You can achieve more than you ever thought was possible. With a bit of focus and dedication, your potential is limitless. You might be feeling overwhelmed, but this is just an indication of the great things to come. With the right attitude and approach, you can push yourself further than you ever thought possible. Believe in yourself and the power you have to make a difference in your life. Even if it doesn't feel easy at first, you can do remarkable things if you just take one step at a time. Believe that you are capable and that you can unlock the joy of success. Believe that no matter the odds, you can make your dreams come true. Remind yourself of the amazing potential you have and the incredible accomplishments you can make. Nothing is impossible when you believe in yourself, so have faith in your abilities and know that you can do anything when you put your mind to it. Don't let anything stand in your way. You will be able to rise above any obstacle that comes your way, and you will be more successful than you ever imagined. The man who chases 2 rabbits catches neither. Confucius. We live in a world where distraction is relentless. Social media, non-stop entertainment, adult content, and pointless pursuits are all mental garbage. According to a study, the typical person today receives more knowledge in a day than our forebears did in a lifetime 100 years ago. The men who concentrate on what matters for their mission are successful. Achieving success is not about focusing on the rise and the increase in daily productivity. It's about making small, consistent gains every day. It's about cutting down on the unnecessary and focusing on what truly matters. Identify what needs to go to make way for progress and take the necessary steps to eliminate it. You don't have to make giant leaps forward every day. But if you focus on making small reductions in the things that don't help you move forward, you'll be surprised at how much progress you can make. Believe in yourself and push yourself to make the best use of your time and resources. Less problem happens the closer you go to the source. Bruce Lee. Make a list of the 4 categories of 4 categories: health, wealth, relationships, and higher purpose. Write 3 goals for each of these areas. If you are unsure of your higher purpose, your goal is to try new things until you discover it. After writing out your goals, big and small, organized in each category, take a step back and reflect on the bigger picture. Think to yourself, which goal here, if accomplished, would make the other goals either easier or even unnecessary? Visualize the potential impact of achieving this goal and how it would make your life better. Mark out the other goals and encircle that one in each category. Now you have 4 objectives. Now think again. Which of these 4 aims, if I were to achieve them, would make the others either easy or unnecessary? Now consider this. You are now narrowly focused on one item. The next phase is to direct the majority of your attention, between 80% and 100%, toward achieving this goal. Your life's purpose being so clearly defined will make retention much simpler because you won't want to waste your valuable energy. Make sure your attention is on high objectives when you set them. Number 2. Fill up your schedule. Never let your mind drift. The devil's workshop is an idle mind, George Carlin. It's time to arrange your time to assure the achievement of this objective now that you have limited your focus and identified your one thing. We suggest using Google Calendar. Don't leave any empty or white space. Any unscheduled time will automatically become wasted time. Particularly in the age of distraction, wasting time is the default human behavior. It's okay if you want to arrange leisure time. Schedule this time so that you may use it any way you wish. If spending time with family and friends is essential to you, be sure to arrange it. Additionally, you should block out at least 4 hours of distraction-free time to focus intently on your one thing. Schedule an hour or 2 if this is challenging for you because of your regular job. It is crucial that you are not distracted at this time if your goal is to make money through your business. Also, start this job as early in the day as you can. Your attention will be always occupied with the task at hand if your schedule is packed. If you have your entire day planned out, you won't be able to let PMO or pointless activities into your thoughts. Number 3. Reprogramming of the subconscious. You will be very happy and pleased to be able to simply concentrate your physical energy on your solid life objective. Use this affirmation as often as you like. Also, do the following meditation for 15 to 30 minutes twice a day. Spend 2 minutes breathing deeply and slowly while moving through the body and engaging all 5 senses. Take note of the noises, tastes in your tongue, scents, or even the simple sensation of air entering your nose. See the hues that are hidden behind closed eyes. Start chanting your mantra in this condition of presence, inhaling slowly and deeply. Any phrase or a single word can serve as this mantra. Spend 15 to 25 minutes doing this. This type of meditation is called transcendental. Finally, vividly visualize yourself where you want to be. Think about how you might feel in the future. The more you manifest this quickly, the more you express these feelings in daily life. This has some magic in it. The second half involves you training your mind to concentrate on thoughts, feelings, and deeds that support your goals. Get up from your meditation after this. Flex, dance, victory pose, howl, play some epic music, jump up and down in excitement. Whatever gets you fired up and ready to take on the world. Then take a deep breath into your golden sack of affirmations and speak to them into existence. Like the universe, your affirmations are powerful. So it's important to make sure you're creating them from a positive, empowered place. Start by grounding yourself and focusing on what you want to manifest in your life. Keep it clear, concise, and honest. They should bring a sense of lightness to your heart and bring a smile to your face. Visualize yourself living it out. Feel the emotions as if you have already achieved it, and then speak it out loud. Recall the list of objectives. Make affirmations using those objectives. Let's use an example where your objective is to make $100,000 a year as an artist. Affirmation should begin with I am. 2. Include in your affirmation an emotional condition that corresponds to how you will feel after achieving the objective. 3. Add a verb action term with an X at the end, such as achieving, living, becoming, creating, etc. 4. Make the affirmation vivid such that it reads, I am so content, joyful, and full of fulfillment that I am effortlessly producing compelling work that earns me over $100,000 or more every year. Meditation and affirmations significantly will change your perspective. You won't experience problems with your impulses to watch adult content if you follow these tips. Don't forget to leave some love in the comments if this video was able to teach you anything. Why not like and subscribe if you liked the video, guys? It will undoubtedly support the channel and inspire us to carry on with what we are doing. As always, you've all been fantastic. Stay tuned for more videos like this, and we will see you in the next one. Take care, and goodbye. We think there are 4 key causes for why women might sense seed retention. So let's discuss this so you can decide if you share this belief. They can see you're incredibly driven, which is the first reason. However, this is not what you may expect. After doing seed retention for a while, you begin to develop a strong sense of motivation. And when you are practicing seed retention, women and adult content cannot block your views of the world. This enables you to fully concentrate on your objectives. This is something that you can only acquire after some retention time. You have more energy and mental clarity, which enables you to devote more time to working on your goals. You are transforming the extra energy you receive into the development of your life. You will also observe that while retaining, your creativity is considerably higher. Better thoughts and more ideas come to you more readily. You will often get several ideas for your work without putting the situation under a lot of thought. Creativity will come to you naturally. When you lose concentration while exercising or walking, it is harder for you to come up with new ideas. And you will feel like people can tell that you are intensely focused on accomplishing your goals because of this. You will get substantially more eye contact from both men and women. Women will stare at you more frequently, and men will treat you quite respectfully. This is because of increased passion and intensity brought on by seed retention. It makes you motivated and focused, and when someone interacts with you, they can see this in your eyes. Of course, they won't consciously believe that this is because of your retaining. However, they can see that something about you is different. We'll discuss the strength of belief for the second reason. The strength of belief is much greater than you might imagine. Researchers are currently looking into novel ways to harness the power of placebo effects. A placebo is an ingredient with no therapeutic value. However, it still aids in the recovery of patients. Because the patient believes he is receiving treatment that will make him better, this strategy frequently succeeds. Even though the medication didn't include any beneficial ingredients, he improves as a result of thinking this. And it's not a stretch to believe that it can assist with other things as well if individuals can use it to treat some of their diseases. It may very well happen for you if you feel better about yourself and if you firmly believe that others can sense your retention. If you genuinely think that people are pulled to you or attracted to you, this may change how you act and may even cause people to be drawn to you. Your thoughts have tremendous power. Thus, believing that anything is advantageous for you is almost always more beneficial. It's almost impossible to conduct a study on this. However, the placebo effect demonstrates that there may be some reality to it. Therefore, it's always a lot more effective to think that whatever it is has the potential to improve your life. And it's always much more useful to believe that it works. There is no wrong in convincing yourself that something is true to enhance your life, as long as it doesn't cause you any harm and hasn't been confirmed to be false by science. For the third and fourth causes, respectively, we'll discuss pheromones-related indications and the signs associated with its pher levels. The ability to mentally determine whether women are ovulating is the first phenomenon we'll discuss. At first, scientists believed that men couldn't perform this task. However, there is currently a lot of research that points to the possibility that men may be able to tell whether a woman is in the fertility stage or not. The first piece of evidence is the infusion of blood into women's skin during ovulation. This is consistent with the glow that some women occasionally seem to have. Second, it's generally accepted that women's complexion lightens a little during ovulation in a way to persuade men. Third, according to science, men contact ovulating women more frequently in single bars. And this is an amazing discovery, because it wasn't disclosed to the guys that the women were ovulating. The following discovery is also quite amazing, and it is that during the fertile phases of the menstrual cycle, men regard the body odor of women to be more appealing and pleasant. Another study discovered that when a man smelled the ovulating women's t-shirts, it showed a spike in testosterone levels. However, non-ovulating women's t-shirts or clothes did not have any effect. The next discovery is that both men and women find women with quirky faces to be more alluring. Additionally, the final discovery is also really noteworthy. Ovulating women were found to receive much higher tips than non-ovulating women in a survey of professional lap dancers performing in gentlemen's clubs. As you can see, there is a lot of evidence indicating males behave differently near women who are ovulating. Despite the fact that the men were unaware of this, these results could also be explained by the fact that ovulating women approach men more frequently. If you've been doing seed retention for a while, everyone knows that your face also begins to shine. Men can know when it's time to have children, according to the evidence we just reviewed. Men can detect when it's not the proper time to have children, though, according to some studies. The combination of these two factors, then, explains even more why women can sense retaining. So let's talk about it now. For this, pheromones will be discussed. Pheromones are essentially chemicals produced by animals that influence other members of their species subliminally. By allowing women to watch depressing films, a group of scientists was able to gather their tears. These were therefore supposedly melancholy tears. Following that, they exposed males to the fragrance of these tears to determine if it had any impact on them. They also made the same men smell the drops of saline while the same women will have it flow down their cheeks. They kept secret what they were smelling from the males. The effect was that the stench of the tears turned the males off, and both their levels of testosterone and their arousal decreased. The weird thing is that the tears had no obvious smell. The smell of the tears and the saline drops were indistinguishable from the males. This is incredibly intriguing that the indicators have developed in such a manner that men can tell when it's not the correct time to reproduce just by smelling something very faint. It's not ridiculous to imagine that tender smells can turn men or women on if a smell can turn men off. Pheromones are useful in this situation. There is currently no scientific proof of this, but many guys with long seed retention streaks claim they receive more attention from women. Of course, it could just be a coincidence, but science might not have been able to find their shots. The scientific study that we just mentioned demonstrates clearly that there are undetectable chemical agents that have an impact on a person's subconscious. In addition to this, we talked about the fact that men unconsciously believe women to be more beautiful while they are ovulating. Therefore, based on the experiences of many other men and the results of the scientific research we just mentioned, it's not unreasonable to assume that women can tell when you're trying to hold on to something. Women have a distinct glow when they are ovulating, and men likewise appear to glow when they are retaining. Therefore, it's not a coincidence that many men that had retained claim that ladies pay them greater attention. Consider it carefully and see if seed retention works for you by putting it to the test. However, if we are being completely honest, the long-term effects of seed retention will surprise you. There are several more very strong advantages of nofap and seed retention in addition to getting women's attention. Knowing about these advantages will make it much simpler for you to continue doing it. You can check out them on our channel. By the way, if you found this helpful, don't forget to show some love. Tap the like button and also subscribe to our channel. Comment below on what you want to see next. And with that said, thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Have you found the nofap challenge to be difficult? Striking either one or two poor streaks frequently, yet always ending up where you started. Every time you fail, you feel even worse about yourself. If so, you have found the proper place. You should realize that what you lack is not additional drive or a secret technique. Simply said, you're lacking the appropriate course of action. Let us describe a well-known study that American psychologist Dr. Bruce Alexander carried out in the 1970s. He kept the rats in solitary cages with 2 water bottles available to them. One was pure drinking water. The other was water that had been laced with cocaine. He found that most of these lone rats would consume cocaine continually until they consumed it in large quantities and passed away. But that's not all he did. He repeated the experiment in a new cage. One of them, which he called the Rat Park, was considerably bigger, contained toys the rats could play with and cozy places for them to sleep. But most importantly, he added other rats so that they could interact, play, and spend private time with one another. Finally, he added the identical 2 bottles, one with regular drinking water and the other spiked with cocaine. To his amazement, within that new experimental cage, the rats chose to drink the ordinary water, and not a single rat died from an overdose. What he found was that animals often develop addictions when their other needs are not met, and this seems to hold for humans as well, given that today, the majority of our needs are met. It is simple to obtain food and shelter, and the majority of us don't have to be concerned about being attacked by wild animals or nearby tribes. It is also simple to find entertainment as a result of the internet. The only thing we lack today is fulfilling human interaction. See, according to a 2019 study, 25% of millennials have no close friends, and to make matters worse, a third of everyone questioned said they frequently feel very lonely. If you can identify with this in any way, you are almost a rat in an empty cage, and just like in the experiment, it is simple for you to give in to your addiction because your social requirements are not being addressed. To cure your addiction, you need to get out of your cage and find the human equivalent of a rat park. And the only way to accomplish this is by going out and meeting new people, interacting with others, forming relationships, and finally meeting someone with whom you can share a profoundly intimate relationship. If you don't do this, you won't be able to permanently overcome your addiction. Of course, it's much more difficult to accomplish. A lot of you signed up for the nofap challenge to work on your social abilities and dating life, but you need to know that nofap won't help you achieve that goal on its own. There is increased mental focus and courage with nofap, but the boost of energy is the most noticeable advantage. The best way to start enhancing your social life is to put this energy to good use and begin forming habits. For instance, when you utilize this extra energy and establish a routine to exercise and eat healthily, you will notice a physical difference in your body that will increase both your attractiveness and your confidence. This will make it simpler for you to go out and meet people and go on dates. Alternatively, you may use this energy to develop the practice of meditation. If you practice this, you will start to notice a noticeable shift in your way of thinking and mental stamina. This will enable you to pay closer attention to your encounters. Create a personal motivational phrase that you'll repeat to yourself when you are stimulated and have strong cravings. It should be a brief but strong statement that reassures you of your main question, which is why you are doing it, and why not. Well, numerous studies are showing how omega-3 helps with impulse control. Consider this. That is precisely what we require to avoid relapse. Furthermore, they have published experiments on the omega-3 levels of substance abuse addicts about their relapse frequencies. And guess what? That's right. Addicts with lower omega-3 levels relapsed far more frequently than those with normal levels. You would become smarter and wiser, more compassionate, and less sensitive to unpleasant emotions at the same time. All of these aspects make it easier for you to establish friends and dates. You could also use this energy to create a habit of focusing on a task or sharpening a skill, and once you do, you'll eventually succeed and have something you excel at, both of which are incredibly attractive traits that make it easier for you to form friends and date. Finally, you may take the quickest route and use that energy to develop a routine of going out and probably talking to strangers if you want to escape that prison as quickly as possible. Whether it's by dating apps or meetups, or simply just starting up a chat with folks at random times during the day. If you follow these steps, your social skills will rapidly develop, and you'll start meeting friends and looking for potential partners. The ideal nofap tactic is to channel the power it gives you into developing a routine that will enhance your social and dating life. To break out of your cage and locate a partner with whom you can spend intimate time, set yourself the aim of developing meaningful relationships with other people. Once you achieve this, you will practically forget about nofap because you will be as content as a rat in a rat park. You don't necessarily need a flawless 365-day streak to be cured. You should completely quit counting down the days till nofap. You must concentrate on forming routines that will make your life more rewarding over the long term. As a result, you will forget about nofap, which is the finest nofap tactic there exists. Let us know in the comments if this worked for you or if you're going to try it. And until next time, thanks for watching.